Hey everyone, I have one more video for you tonight. This one is like my favorite thing that I've gotten to share in a while. It's really amazing. If you have Jewish friends, share this with them if they're willing to listen. It's going to be real short and to the point, and it's just really amazing. I've never heard anyone teach this before. So in Genesis 8:4, then the ark rested in the 7th month, the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat. And what I'm going to explain to you is that really says, in a type, the ark of comfort rested on the nations of the curse reversed on the day Jesus rose from the dead, in Genesis. Now, if it really said that, and it was unmistakably that would be amazing. And I'm going to try and explain real fast how it does say that. Noah's name in Hebrew, Nachum, means comfort, based on Nechama, the Hebrew word for comfort. I just put that in there to show you. Genesis 5:29, and he called his name Noah, saying, "This one will comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which Yahweh has cursed." So, comfort because of a curse. Ararat means the curse reversed. Ararat is H780 in Strong's. The definition according to the NAS Old Testament Hebrew Lexicon and the Brown Driver Briggs Hebrew Lexicon, they literally write this: Ararat is the curse reversed, precipitation of curse. You can go look that up in a bunch of dictionaries. If they mention the definition of it, it'll say that. I just put some links here that you can look up to see for yourself. That's 2 witnesses. I thought that was enough. That alone to me is like utterly astounding. Ararat means the curse reversed. What? Okay, so mountains used as a symbol for nations. Jeremiah 51:24 and 25. And I will repay Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea for all the evil they have done in Zion in your sight, says Yahweh. Behold, I am against you, O destroying mountain, who destroys all the earth, says Yahweh. And I will stretch out my hand against you, roll you down from the rocks, and make you a burnt mountain. So he's talking about Babylon, and he's calling them a mountain. And there are a bunch of other verses in the Bible about nations being mountains. Honestly, I don't remember. I couldn't find them all quickly, and I wanted to make this fast, but you can find that, and this is just one example. So the real important thing there is it says in Genesis 8:4 in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month. That's not the 3rd day after Passover. That's in Tishri, according to the Jewish calendar, that would be Tishri 17. Except that it's not Tishri, and I'll explain why. Because Passover, let me start here. Passover is the 14th day of the 1st month of the year, Nisan, for the Israelites. Because God said in Exodus 12:2, "This month shall be the beginning of your months." He changed it. It literally wasn't the beginning of the year before that. He changed it to be the beginning of their months and said so. It shall be the 1st month of the year for you. God changed what month was the first year for them. To this day, Orthodox Jews celebrate 4 different days as New Year's days. You can ask them about that. They have like Rosh Hashanah, Nisan, where Passover is. There's the New Year for trees, and there's like a 4th one I don't remember. But anyway, you can ask an Orthodox Jew, and they'll tell you about that. When was the beginning of the year before God changed it during the Exodus? And that's really certain. It was Rosh Hashanah, which is literally Hebrew for head, Rosh. Ha, the year, Shana, so head of the year. Rosh Hashanah means head of the year. And you can ask an Orthodox Jew, they will tell you that Rosh Hashanah was the beginning of the year all the way back to Adam. It's written in their Talmud, they're certain of it. Rosh Hashanah that was God's calendar, and Rosh Hashanah was the head of the year, that was the New Year's Day. Until God changed it for the Israelites only, in the Exodus. And so now they start everything from the month that Passover starts in, which is Nisan. So that's their 1st month of the year. And Tishri, the month that Rosh Hashanah is in, is the 7th month of the year, exactly 6 months apart. So it's exactly 6 months after the 1st day of the first month of the year, Nisan. So if you start counting from Tishri instead of Nisan, and you count off 7 months, and then go to the 17th day, you end up at Nisan 17. For the day that the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Well, Nisan 14 is Passover, and that's the day Jesus died. And 3 days later he rose from the dead. So that means that the ark of comfort rested on the mountains, the nations of curse reversed, on the day that Jesus rose from the dead. And it's in Genesis, and it's just a little cloaked up. Ask any Orthodox Jews you know. Doesn't the Talmud say, these things about Rosh Hashanah? Doesn't it say God created everything on Rosh Hashanah, and, he began his creation, and some of these questions? And then say, hey, isn't this really amazing? Jesus Christ rose from the dead on the day that this, Noah's Ark rested in the mountains. Anyway, that's it. I've stumbled through it, guys, but I just wanted to get it done as fast as I could. Love y'all. Good night.